Good morning, students. I welcome you to our lecture, and today we are going to do grammar. The topic is kinds of nouns. Children, we all know what is noun, and today's topic we are going to talk about kinds of nouns. So let's see what is kinds of nouns. There are 5 types of nouns. Kinds of nouns. The first one is proper noun. The second one is common noun. The third one is collective noun. The fourth one is material noun. And the fifth one is abstract noun. So there are 5 types of nouns. Repeat with me. Kinds of nouns. First one is proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, and abstract noun. Now in this chapter we shall only study about the following kinds of nouns in detail, that is proper noun, common noun, collective noun. So let's see what is proper noun all about. A proper noun refers to the name of a particular person, place, event or thing. So proper noun refers to the name of a specific person, place, event or thing. So if you see an example that's been given in this picture, this is a boy and this boy's name is Hemant, and this is a girl and the girl's name is Renu. So you see here it says particular person. I'm not talking about a boy or a girl. I'm talking particularly or specifically about Hemant, Renu. This is about persons. Moving on to a place, particular place. Here we see it says Maharashtra. Second one is Shri SK High School. So I'm talking about this specific place. The next picture is about events. So that's Diwali. That's a particular festival. And I'm talking about a particular thing. That's the Times of Mumbai. This is the newspaper. Right? Can you see this? So there are 3 pictures that we can see in the book over here. And it is talking about proper noun. So proper noun refers to the name of a particular person, place, event or thing. Remember, which is very important, whenever we write a proper noun, we always begin with a capital letter. Yes, a very important rule. Whenever you write a proper noun, we always begin with a capital letter. Like if you see here, it says Hemant. The H in Hemant is capital. Same goes with Renu. The R is capital. Right, children? So we should know what is proper noun and how should you write about it. Right? So let's see what is this first exercise here. You need to copy these notes at the same time. A proper noun refers to the name of a particular person, place, event or thing. An example is Hemant, Maharashtra, Diwali, table. So you need to copy this down, the definition, and I've also given examples. Now let's see what are these few exercise. Number 2 about proper noun. Name the following proper nouns. Now it says 3 best friends. So I have written Raj, Soham and Tanveer. Second one, 3 cities that you have visited. Pune, Surat and Bangalore. 3 teachers who taught you. Asifa teacher, Dipti teacher and Eileen teacher. So these are all names, right, of persons. So you see I have written them in capital letter, only the letter at the beginning. Number 4, 3 national leaders. Mahatma Gandhi, Lokmanya Tilak and Rabindranath Tagore. Number 5, 3 festivals that you celebrate. Christmas, Diwali and Eid. 3 Indian states: Maharashtra, Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh. 3 countries: Italy, France and Germany. Children, you see these are proper nouns, right? I'll be sharing these notes with you all so you can copy it. The next one is 3 rivers. What are the 3 rivers? The Ganga, the Brahmaputra and the Godavari. 3 continents: Asia, Australia and Africa. 3 planets: Earth, Mars and Venus. Right? Now there's another example for proper nouns that is used in exercise 3 as fill in the blanks with proper nouns. So if you see here, it says the first fill in the blank: Dash was a great scientist. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a great scientist. So this is the name of a person. So definitely it is a proper noun. Second one: Dash was the first lady Prime Minister of India. Mrs. Indira Gandhi was the first lady Prime Minister of India. Dash is a festival of the Muslims. Eid, it is a festival, right? Event. Fourth: Dash and Dash are best friends. So I'm talking about Sia and Mona are best friends. Excuse me. Exercise 4. Identify the proper nouns. Now here you need to identify the proper nouns. Gujarat is a famous state of India. Your answer is Gujarat and India. They are proper nouns. January is the first month of the year. So what is the proper noun in this? As I told you, it has to be specific. So the month is January. Answer is January. That's correct. Mona is the best teacher in the school. So children, can you tell me what is the answer? Yes, that's Mona. Mona is a name of a person, right? So that's a proper noun. Rohit likes flying kites during holidays. So here we are talking about who? Who likes to fly kites during holidays? Rohit. So Rohit is proper noun. Next one. Mahatma Gandhi is the father of our nation. So here we are talking about the father of our nation. And what is the name of the father of our nation? That's Mahatma Gandhi. So that is proper noun. And the last one is, my father prefers to read the Times of Mumbai. So my father, he likes to read newspaper, but he reads only the Times of Mumbai. So the Times of Mumbai is a proper noun. So you see the answers I have written here. Now this is all that we have to know about proper nouns. It's very simple, children. Moving on to common noun. Common itself, it says that it's something very common, right? So what is common noun? A common noun refers or relates to a common name or title given to every person, place or thing of the same class, like man, woman, city, village, chair, table. So these are all common, isn't it? Everyone knows about these. So they are commonly used for people and commonly used for places. Like people, normally we say man and woman, right? And or else we will say city or village. This is used for places commonly. And for things we normally use chair, table, etc. So you see, it's so common. Man, woman, city, village, chair and table. Now the exercise for this is exercise 1. Fill in the blanks with common nouns. Now here there's a statement that is being given and there's a fill in the blank against the picture. So here we see a picture of a girl and she has a bunch of flowers, right? So let's see what is the sentence. The girl has a bunch of flowers. Remember, we have to fill in the blanks with common nouns. Now the second picture is, can you identify? Yes, this is a classroom and there are children and the teacher. The teacher is talking to the student. So let's see what is the sentence. A teacher teaches us good manners, isn't it? Yes. A teacher teaches us good manners. This is the picture. Good. The third one. Let's see what is the third picture. You can see this man is using, there's a hammer, there's another tool over here, and this is all furniture. So he's a carpenter. So the sentence is, a carpenter makes attractive furniture for us. Yes, definitely. A carpenter makes attractive furniture for us. The next picture. Here we see two boys. They are playing football. But it's such a lovely place. They are playing on the playground. So the boys are playing football on the playground. So this is the fill in the blanks with common nouns. The next one is, this picture is, a girl is eating an ice cream. You see, I like to eat ice cream. Now this is a letterbox. I'm sure that you must have seen this box somewhere. This is a letterbox, children. In our times we used to post letters, but now we have mobiles and WhatsApp and Facebook and so many other sites that we can get connected. So there's this boy who's dropping the letter in the letterbox. This is called a letterbox. So here it says we drop our letters in the letterbox. Now here, this is an exercise 2. I have given this as homework. Okay. Classify the following nouns into proper noun and common noun. Now there are some words that have been given over here. You have to classify into proper noun and common noun. Like Italy. Italy will be placed in proper noun or common noun. You need to fill in this empty spaces. Okay, children. And exercise 3 as well, I have given you homework. It says write 3 common nouns and make a meaningful sentence with each of them. So I have given you the words as common nouns. You have to only frame sentences with them. So first one is table, the second one is city, and the third word is man. So you need to frame sentences using these common nouns. Okay, children. Now moving on to collective noun. What is a collective noun? It's a collection, right? It's a collective noun is a name given to a group or collection of persons, animals or things of the same category. Like if you see here, we have few pictures. The first picture is a group of girls. Yes, we don't say 1, 2, 3. You say a group of girls. Here there are some boys who are playing cricket. But we don't say boys playing cricket. We say a team of players in collective noun. A bundle of newspapers. So you see there are so many newspapers stacked on one top of the other. So we say a bundle of newspapers. So this is, children, collective noun. Very simple, very easy to understand. Nothing so complicated. So the exercise for this is fill in the blanks with collective nouns. Again, they have given you pictures. You need to fill in the blanks. So here you can see the first picture is about few men who are standing. So if you are using it for collective noun, what will be the sentence? A crowd of people. Yes, that's correct. A crowd of people. The next one is a picture of, you can see all these flowers. Yes, so beautiful. Beautiful color. A bouquet of flowers. I'm sure we give bouquet of flowers to our parents, our friends, to our teachers, right? Or bouquet of flowers. So a bouquet of flowers. The next picture is wolves. Okay, can you see these wolves? So we say a pack of wolves. What do we say? A pack of wolves. Now here we have a picture of the sheep. So we say a flock of sheep. Fifth one. There are some books over here. So you say a collection of books. Sixth one. There are some birds here. So you say a flock of birds. And the seventh one is some lions. So we say a pride of lions. Eighth one is bees. If we see this bees, so we say a hive of bees. You can see some soldiers. So it said a battalion of soldiers. A battalion of soldiers. And these are some sticks. So you say a bundle of sticks. Now, those were some examples of collective nouns. Now, exercise 2, it says match the columns. There's column A and column B. You have to match and write the answers in between. So, let's see what it says. A team of doctors. The answer is doctors. Second, a set of tools. Third, a pile of clothes. Fourth is a flock of sheep. Fifth is a crowd of people. And sixth is a herd of cattle. Right, children? So this is the topic, kinds of nouns. And we have completed this as well, as we have just learnt about the three major kinds of nouns, that is proper noun, common noun and collective noun. Right, children? I'll be sharing these notes with you all. See that you copy all this exercise as I've told you in the book, and please make sure to write this table that is being shown over here in the same manner. Draw it and write it. If you can draw these pictures, well and good, children. It will be very good. It will look very nice. And see that you color it at the same time. Okay, I'll be sharing it with you all, and I'll be sending you the meanings. And please go through this chapter, because as you know, at the end of the chapter I'll be taking the test. Okay, till then, take care, be safe. God bless you all.